Hello everyone. We have Professor Amit Kundal with us today. When I talk about his background, so he has a thorough background in design with an education from IIT Kanpur. When it comes to education, so he has done his masters as well as PhD. So he is also Dr. Amit. Yeah.
I'm a teacher,
So
yeah.
yeah. So and in addition to it, he has also done his exchange program from Stanford Design School,
Yes.
right? So today we are sitting with him with a little bit of question and answers on design careers.
Sure.
So I just wanted to put across because nowadays so many students they are coming up for design and related careers. So what are your thoughts on that?
I think design is a very, very booming field. Now everyone, every single company, every single organization actually looks at something which could be their competitive edge or a relative advantage. And I think design as a discipline, because design works at the intersection of human behavior, business and technology. So we as a discipline are able to provide that value, that impact, that competitive edge, that relative advantages to businesses to grow. So definitely there is a lot of possibilities for designers to kind of have a very good career.
Okay, so you have worked with industry
Yeah.
as well as academics, right? So from the point of view of both, so how do you see the prospects career in design?
From the point of view of academia or from the point of view of
If you can just put light on the both.
So as I said that I think that there are a lot of new fields also opening up for designers to work in. There are a lot of industries who are opening up to kind of adopt design as a core discipline. Designer itself is getting now a stable on the seat on the table to make key decisions about organization. Right? So I think there's a lot of possibility for designers to grow in the industry, whether it is like a digital industry or a product intensive industry or a technology space or even a service driven industry. Designers work everywhere. From an academia standpoint, I think that because research in design is getting a lot of importance now, and this is the time when designers also kind of need to document the knowledge they have or they create around products they build, services they build, right? And also kind of with so many kind of design schools and so much of interest in design education, I think that design academia is also booming, and there are a lot of good people who are coming into design academia for sure.
Okay, and there is a lot of transformation and disruption in the design industry. So what was design in 10 years, and after a decade, what is design? How do you compare?
I mean, 10 years is too short a time to compare because though things have changed, but there are still a lot of things which are still kind of being followed. Specifically, this domain of being human centered and trying to do design for human welfare or adding value to humans. This has been kind of continuing for over 2 decades. But overall, how design has changed is because design earlier was always perceived as something that is creating an artifact or creating something which is more tangible in nature, right? It could be graphic, it could be product, whatever, right? But more now, because designers now handle complex problems.
Correct.
Designers handle a lot of complex issues which require understanding of society, technology, understanding of socio-technical systems and all of those things. So I think that's where the design or designers are moving in terms of building that mindset of how do you solve complex problems. Because if you know the process of solving that, the output will take care of itself.
I agree.
It doesn't matter that whether I'm given today a challenge that you solve A, B or C, you solve something around poverty, you solve something around organizational value, you solve something which is more of a systemic change. It is the process of design, how diligently, how ethically and how much in detail you are able to follow that. And then eventually outputs don't matter, they take care of itself, right? And I think that's very important. More important for designers now is to kind of also make sure that they are able to test what they produce.
Correct.
Because at the end of the day, it's also about whether what you're producing or whether what you're creating, whether it's getting adopted and diffused into the market, right? Are people really using what you're creating? And for that, testing and working with people, co-designing with people becomes very, very important.
Totally agreed. So, at Pahal, we have been training students for 25 years now. So now the students who are coming to us, they are with a typically different mindset. They are aspiring for design related fields. So as with your association with Flames, why students should choose Flames for their education?
Why students should choose Flame as a career choice? One, because we are the only liberal education university offering design as a program. The nature of design, if you look at literature, if you do a little bit of research on how design originated, the nature of design is interdisciplinary. Because a designer needs to understand different aspects and then come up with what is good.
Correct.
At Flame, we are already an interdisciplinary university. So every single student in any which way becomes an interdisciplinary mindset. Hence design becomes very, very nice at Flame. Also, if you go back to the definition of what Don Norman talks about user experience design, when he first gave this definition, he talks about experience not in the field of only a screen, he talks about it more from a connected experience perspective. Right? And we want to go back to that original definition of experience design. And that's where what we are trying to build at Flame in terms of an experience design curriculum is about understanding things in a connected ecosystem. It's about understanding a product, it's about understanding the service around the product, it's about understanding the interface and also a business model. Right? So that's why we think that we are unique. We want to produce a pie-shaped designer and not a T-shaped designer, and we want to focus a lot on designers also doing not only producing cutting-edge products but also doing cutting-edge research. And we are fortunate that we are working with very, very good people. I mean, as Don Norman, for example, is part of our advisory board. Right? So none other than him is supporting us to kind of do small creative things that we're doing.
Amazing. Great. So thank you so much,
Thank you so
Professor
much.
Amit, for your time. And all the students, you can definitely go and visit Flame University website, and you can reach out to your counselors to get more information on design, and we'll definitely try to put your questions across to Dr. Amit
Sure.
to get the best answers for you.
Sure, absolutely, anytime. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you.